Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. 11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Completes this again to Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Ooh, with a juke. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Jones' throw taken in by Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. of the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing is Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is Shepard on the catch.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The Good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's complete to Tony.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Go.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Dexter Lawrence.
Pocket, get to him and drop him for a loss of a yard. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Azeez Ojulari
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hurts.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Jones now throwing on 1st down. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here's Richie James on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 31, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's Jordan Berry now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Second and 5 now. Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. They'll throw now on the final play. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. There's Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's James. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 41, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Second down at 5.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Second and goal from the 1. Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now James returning.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.